Franco Columbu, a famous bodybuilder, one of Arnold's lifelong training partners, loved eggs. Eggs and fish were his go-to protein. So here's how you make some poached eggs. So all you need is this egg poacher. I got it from Amazon. I can put the link in the description. You put these little poachers in there. Oh, you got to fill up the egg poacher with about an inch of water, I would say. Yeah. Then you put this handy dandy top. I got this egg poacher on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. So you put these little egg poachers in here. I only got 3 eggs to make. You can make up to 6, which is pretty cool. And now I'm going to do some one-handed egg breaking. It's going to be pretty cool. Put the eggs in each one of these containers. Proud of myself for doing one-handed egg breaking. I usually don't do this, but since I'm holding the camera with one hand, gotta do what you gotta do. No shell in the egg. What's up? Alright. Then you put the top on, because really you're just trying to steam these eggs. You turn it on high heat. I like to turn it on pretty high, get it steaming. Once it starts to steam, as long as the water, if you put in too much water, the water's going to come over and like fill these poachers with water, so you want to turn down the heat a little then. But as long as it's not too bad, you want to let it steam, turn the heat down a little bit, and cook them for, I would say, about 10 minutes. It's just a matter of preference. If you want the yolk to be runny, it's a little bit less time then, and then if you want it to be harder, it's a little bit, a minute or 2 more. So you kind of play around with it, and then you just add salt and salsa. I like to put on avocados, and you know, you can play around with it. But that's the basics of egg poaching with this handy dandy contraption. It's only 20 bucks from Amazon, so check it out. And this is a very, very healthy way to eat eggs. Eggs are an amazing bodybuilder food with really high bioavailability of protein. Don't worry about the cholesterol, because I was reading that cholesterol is fine as long as the egg or the chicken ate the right foods, which is grass and grubs, and was moving around and cage free. So go to your local farmer's market, find some eggs, and buy them from there, and then you're going to be good. You can eat more than one. Don't worry about the cholesterol. It's good cholesterol, and it doesn't even actually move your cholesterol up. You can read about it. I could put some articles in the description. And yeah, really high in good fats, really high in protein, so eat them. I eat like 8 a day. Sometimes just 4, but lately been 8. Woo! They're heating up now. So this is a good time to maybe turn it down just a little bit. My brother, Ty Lopez, he was Joel Salatin, a famous grass-fed farmer. He was his first apprentice, and he said the eggs there used to actually top off, I think, the brick scale or something for nutrient density. It was so orange when they sent the yolk into the testing center. It actually broke the scale. It had so much bioavailability and nutrient density that they'd never seen it before. Because Joel Salatin's eggs are the best there. You can look them up. It's Polyface Farms, and he has this new method of bringing the chickens around and these coops and letting them eat grass, and they're free roaming, and they're eating what they're meant to be eating, and not many people do that anymore. So make sure, one good test to make sure that your egg is good is to make sure your yolk is quite orange. These might look a little yellow, they're actually pretty orange in person. So you want to make sure that your yolk is orange. Yeah. So we're cooking, we're coming along. Yeah, Ty said he used to, on the farm, he would eat 15 eggs a day. You can definitely eat more than 1 egg a day. I don't know where that came about. Some people are like, yeah, I only eat 1 egg a day. I'm like, well, you could be eating more. They're amazing. And you don't have a lot of the toxicity issues of dairy, because dairy and meat are both great proteins. And I mean, they definitely are meant to be eaten via evolution. But they can be very toxic because of the meat industry, the dairy industry. They want to grow the cows faster. They want to grow the whatever type of meat you're getting faster, so they inject growth hormones. They keep them in confined spaces that are very dirty and not good for being antibacterial, and they're just very unsanitary in a lot of ways, unless you're getting the right type of meat. But eggs, can also have that problem if they're chickens that aren't allowed to go outside, if they're not let out. Like I've read that egg labels can be marked as cage-free if they just have a door in the coop in the barn. But the chickens were never told to go outside. They're never trained to go outside, so they never go outside, and they actually they just don't go outside, so they're cooped up all the time. But they're allowed to be labeled as cage-free. So you want to watch out. Find a local farmer and be like, hey, what do these chickens eat? How are they raised? Are they sustainably raised? Do you feed them corn, grain, or do you let them eat grass? Like, what do they eat? I mean, they can eat some grain. Chicken. Just look up a chicken's diet. Yeah, so make sure you know where your eggs are coming from. But my point was that eggs can be less toxic than meat and dairy a lot of times, and it has one of the same protein builds. It has the most bioavailability. We're nearing the done time. You can check out, yeah, these eggs are cooking along. So what I like to do to make sure, because I like my eggs a little bit runnier, I just take a fork and I'll poke it in here. So that's still a little runny. The thing I like to do though, that needs about 2 more minutes. It's a little too runny for my taste, but once it's a little too runny, but just almost good enough, you take it off, you let it sit for about a minute, and then the egg hardens up a little bit, but it's still soft. And man, that is yummy. You make some avocado with it, a little bit of salsa. Got my mouth watering just talking about it. So I just scooped them out of the cups, and there they are. Put some avocado, a little bit of cayenne. Boom, you got yourself a meal in about 10 minutes. Beautiful, delicious, high in good fats, good protein, low in carbs, if you're into that stuff. Delicious. So if you like what you saw, go to my website, sign up for my Easy Abs tip of the day, and leave a comment below. Let me know how many eggs you eat a day. I want to know if you're beating me at 8 eggs a day. Alright, see you soon.